Hey folks, welcome back to the Frosty Whiskers. The game's had a quick update, well not the game, the mod, to fix the random crashing issue that I mentioned last time. That was to do with the snow and how it was stored. So that's been fixed. Some of the requirements on planks have been removed. You may remember last time I was struggling to find where planks were made. That was because Lapan has been working on removing the requirement for planks. The last time I looked, there are still some things that need planks. There's still a little bit of work to do to get those out. If we need to build anything that requires planks, I'm just going to use dev mode to finish them because we can't make planks currently. Yeah, if you're playing at the moment, I'm finding that the snow shovelist flag doesn't work. I've been chatting to Lapan about this and he's not sure why it doesn't work. So he's working on that. If you're playing on a map that doesn't have a lot of the large crystals spawn, you might be struggling with hydration because you need the snow that comes from those to be able to keep your beavers hydrated. While this gets fixed, my workaround, because my save that I've been playing for testing is on a map that doesn't have a lot of them, is to put down the hand of soup and just use dev tools to keep filling that up to keep them alive, because there's no other way you can really get around that. Yeah, so that's where we are with that. So we've got 0.6 of a day left on this guy. I would like to try and harvest some more of the large crystals. So I'm going to throw down, not in that way, chill, some more of the lumberjack flags and see if we can get some of those built. I've made some adjustments to automation, advanced automation as well. The main one being, we will make progress in a bit, I've changed the rules for the nano machine automation to have a minimum of 40 nano machines. And when we come to building something that needs, so I'm going to up it even more. I found on my offline save again that having it set quite low, when it triggered, it then wasn't enough time to get nano machines made to keep the repair station working, and this thing morphs once it starts working into a rather cool looking building. And I lost a bunch of bots. Some of that might have actually been because I had a period where I didn't have power, but either way, yeah, so that's a thing that we need to be wary of. And we're also out of fish, so yeah. There's another thing that I want to do. There's a few things that I want to do, a few things that we need to do. We are going to need to build breeding pods. Where should we put them? Where? Oh, where? How many should we build? We want to build quite a few, which is why I'm kind of mumbling away to myself. We'll try for 5 initially. We've got 0.6 of a day left on the bunker. Have a drought approaching. We need to get some fishing going as well, beavers, because we have a bunch of hungry beavers. I think we'll also get the log stack going. Yep, I'm going to put 3 of those there because that will give us, it actually works quite well for giving us a decent supply of the bugs. 3 seem to work quite well in my testing. But yep, that's fine. If we have enough beavers, we can stock 2 of those. Yeah, that's probably okay. Maybe I pull a bot across to one of these as well. I'm kind of trying to keep an eye on the bunker. That's why I'm running the game slowly. We'll speed it up afterwards. I just really want to get these cut down. This might be the last one. Yeah, I think we've got one more to do. We will need to put the gnawing tent in to make use of them, but we can do that afterwards. So the other thing that I did, I've optimized some of the rules over here for automation. And I've got in if we don't have storage for either the snow or the pine resin at the moment. Basically, if the flag gets full on both or there's nothing for it to collect, they'll pause. Yeah. Okay, cool. Why are you hungry and thirsty? There should be snow. And one of the other things that I do want to do is work on getting across here. And it's not really ideal. If we come across here, we could come across here. And start getting to these ice crystals as well. And there are some down here. So, you know. Run on double speed for a bit. I'm just trying to keep an eye on this because I don't have sound active. There are a bunch of new people here. I don't play with sound enabled. So I think let's just do a quick just to check. Greater than or equal to 1. Resume. Save. Invert. Save. Close. 'Cause I don't think in range of these guys there should, because these are a long way off. So yeah, I think now you, sir, are going to be paused. You're going to be paused. You're going to be paused. You're going to be paused. You are going to be disconnected. We're going to put in the district flag down here, which means that then let's put it close up. District center flag we're going to put here, which means that when the bots run out of charge or relay control, and we're going to unpause the relay network tower, they end up congregated within its control radius. We're then going to come here, we're going to migrate the population to the new district. Go 17. Have we got some homeless beavers? No. Cool, so that's okay. You need to get out of the blast radius, beavers. Come on, hurry up. We're going to delete this bit of path. Then we're going to delete this before it explodes so we can control it. There we go. Oh, dude. There. Awesome. And this one didn't. So the last one I did, maybe because, I don't know, I got a much rounder crater, which made what I'm going to do now much more difficult. Because we're going to cheat the rubble into a pickable place. Now, I don't always do this, but I have the last 2 times that you've watched me be able to do this. So, you might argue that I do, but it is what it is, folks. And now we need to build some more storage eye. And we're just going to put a path in like that. And put a pile in for logs, because we probably could do with some log storage at this point. I'm not sure where I'm going to put the bot tent eventually, but I want to put in... really want to put in a small warehouse. So I'm going to build a small warehouse. This is one of those where we will need to complete the fact that it needs planks. or nuclear fuel. Probably need to put in a storage for pine resin at this point. Which means we're going to need to change all our automation for that. Do we have a storage for explosives? Yes, we do. Cool. So that should deal with most of that. And now we can actually run the game at an appropriate speed, and these can all go. And that probably means we need a storage for ice shards, and I don't remember where they go. They don't go in the ice storage. Why is that not picked up? They take snow. Interesting. Let's check you. That doesn't seem to have updated. 1 second, folks. Right. Updated, and it is now sorted. So the actually we're going to build a storage for it. So the snow now goes in here. And I have also confirmed we're going to build a storage for them, although we're not probably going to get many. How many have we got? 3, 14. So, they'll probably fit in a small pile, so put it there. All the large ice shards. We've got a drought approaching, so we're going to need to use the other thingy in a minute. Why are we so bad on? We have hunger and thirst. Okay, that's not good. All of those up. Let's make sure that as workplaces, these are prioritized. Also you, and we'll build another one of you. So that we are picking the snow. Do we have enough logs? We can get some more logs. So, and I guess we want to prioritize snow as well. So let's do that. You can be a low priority job. Yeah. Fine, you're cutting down those trees. That's good because we want those, because we want to get across here so that we can get to more snow. You I have automated such that you will make sad soup and then swap to making fish oil, because we are going to need fish oil. That's fine. The fact there's a drought coming and we don't have any food is bad. Let's prioritize you by haulers, because these guys might make enough food that we're okay. Yeah. We could do a backup plan, but I don't think we have the resources for it yet. Which is basically to capture a little fishing area. But things could get dicey, folks. Things could get dicey. I mean, these make bugs pretty quick. Maybe we just need to build a few more of those. So what do we have going on? We have you guys making plastic panes. But no. So what do we need for that? We need that, but we need that, and we've not done that yet. I'm going to pause that. You're supposedly doing that, but we don't have enough beaver, so I'm going to pause that for now. And hopefully that means we can get some more fishing going on, which would be good. We probably need to put in more fishermen. bots aren't doing very much at the moment, but what do we need for these? Iron bars. Okay, we'll get on that in a moment. Right, you're built, so snow only gather a flag, and actually now we've got storage for the snow. Maybe we change the rule, but actually we're not storing that many. Actually, no, we want to edit that because we want to edit both of those. Delete. Save. I know it doesn't need the brackets now, but you know what? It's fine. Save. Save and close, and then we'll copy you and apply you to there. That work? Copy, bosh, and then we'll grab you, bring you over to about here. Because we want to come up here, put in some stairs. Let's grab that. So they line up in case we ever want to get up here to the trees. And then in the same way, in case we want to come down there. And you can gather snow. And the good thing about this map is it has the potential for us to get a lot of snow. But, yeah, I'm not sure the balance is quite right on the snow front yet. But the balance is off on a few things. But Lapan is aware. I think if you're playing with this, please use the channel on the Timberborn Discord to share your experiences with Lapan on playing with this mod, because it's the only way that he's going to get enough feedback to get the balance right, you know? Don't just sit there saying things are broken. Share your experiences with him. Something that I've been very bad at in the past with doing things like this. But modders need to know more players' experiences of using their stuff so that they can understand what needs to be adjusted. Right. Yeah, we need many more metal parts. Metal parts is one of the things that I think is currently off on the balance. I think either the recipe for iron bars needs too many, or you don't get enough. The other thing is currently the excavator is set up wrong. It gives scrap metal, still it should give metal parts. But Lapan is aware of that, so yep, we have quite a lot of metal parts though, so we can start making the many metal bars that we need. And then I'll automate the breeding pods. Hopefully we can get enough sad soup that it will actually switch. Let's mark a few more trees, and I guess it looks like we need to move one of you. If we put you there, get rid of you, then you can actually reach stuff. Okay, so they're pausing, so you obviously don't have anything to do. We can probably change you to be based off of, and like normally I would do it off of a capacity based, but I think because we're probably not going to be building huge amounts of storage, we'll just do it off of a fixed number. There, and there. No, less than 10. So save. Save. Do we do district stock? storage now, so maybe we do as well. So less than, let's do 30. Save script. Control C, script. B, save script. B, let's do greater than 50. Discard, Bosch. Save and close. So is that one I updated? Yes. So copy, Bosch, 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 Bosch. That's all of the multi ones. And then we'll come down here, apply to you, and then script and remove pine resin bit. That. Save. Copy. Bosch. There we go. So that should work better now. Cool. Right. So if we could get these built, which means lots of iron bars, which means sort of getting the smithing done, which probably means lots of strip mining. So let's strip mine. Actually, I've got plenty of explosives, so we can afford to build these and then build the chem lab. Should be okay. We need, the chem lab is the only place we can get explosives, but we need explosives to create the resources to build the chem lab. So, you know, it's kind of a, we don't want to end up getting soft locked out of the progress we can make. So yeah, we need to be careful. It's all of our large shards in it, and we now have some fish stored up. Not many, but we do have bugs coming as well, which is good. Got 150 science stored up, so we could build the... I need logs. Let's get the sulfuric acid going. That will be a good idea. Have that ripped out, and then I'm going to strip mine all along the back. There's the drought, and it's a 3-day drought, so hopefully the amount of fish we have will be sufficient. I've set the oil drill up so that it won't switch on during a drought, because we will have less power. And we will switch this on when we need to, which will be shortly. Now drops away. We need 150 power, so that's probably a few beavers, and we're going to make sure that it gets prioritized so that we can keep making science and keep running stuff. What we got sat there? Copper nuggets and ice blocks. Okay. So, do we not have storage for copper nuggets? We do. We're just full. So, we don't have... we do, we just need them to bring it all over, I think. Yeah. So let's build pile for copper nuggets. We might as well build it near the ironworks. For the excess of ice blocks, we're just going to start making some ice blocks and then we'll recover them. At night we don't have power, which is really annoying. Kind of is what it is. Right, they've recovered those, so we can strip mine the rest of this. Why are you not building that? I guess we could build it out of ice, but you know. Alright, let's recover some of those. Right, bear with me one moment. I'm going to go, I've got the stuff that we need for the automation of the breeding pods saved. Because we're doing something, this is something that I did on a previous save, which was provided to me in combination with the mod creator and one of you guys. So we're going to import some rules and I'll save them and then I'll explain what it does. So we use the if construction state is finished state, which it is, to set a signal, which is the maximum number of beavers we want. 22 is probably wrong. And then we feed that into here. And yes, the other suggestion I had is just using a single number works. And we use that to pause or resume stuff. We have 18 beds by the looks of it. Yep. So what we do is we come in here. We set this number to be 18. And that's that. We then copy this and apply it to here. We can come in here and we can delete that one. We only need to edit it in one of these, which is really cool. And then we can apply it to the rest. And it means we just need to edit this one number and it'll work for the rest of them. And it just saves a bunch of constant editing of things. So you get a single beaver. We have now got some sulfuric acid, so we can start eventually making... yeah, this is where we start to lose bots, I think, potentially. Because we don't have power to repair them. Still got our 4 bots, so... let's just make sure that this is the highest priority thing. And I'm going to get more of them on. So this is what the repair station looks like once it's active. It's so cool. It's so cool. But yeah, we don't want to risk losing bots due to them not being repaired and such. Have an unemployed bot. So let's put in another builder's flag. And then let's clear this out. Mark it for collection. We actually have a decent amount of snow. Got some fish oil, which is good. So what I was wondering whether we do, can we get to scrap metal? Yes. Turn that off. Could actually do it down here. But what I think we'll do is we'll do it up here. This is one of the few things that still needs scrap metal, and I don't know if it's something that's, again, a hangover to needing to be changed. But we're going to throw in a scrap metal flag. Just have scrap metal greater than, let's go 8. Pause, save, duplicate, invert, script. 6, save, and close. But what I thought we could do is demolish this guy. And put in the fill valve and put some fishing up here and just let them keep going for a little bit longer, was my thought. The chem lab, how many? We need 20 metal beam or iron beams, so we're going to need to keep that going for a little bit longer, which is fine. It is fine. You, we want to automate. If we want to do if 1, if that's less than, let's go 5, we'll pause. But then also if let's just do output for now because we don't have a storage for it. Greater than 20. No, bosh, 4. So pausing. Control V, save, discard, close, duplicate, invert, script. Let's do 10. Yep. Cool, so now we get that stocked up. We've got a couple spare beavers, so let's put another one in there. How many haulers do we have at the moment? Only 2, so let's get another hauling flag going. Seems sensible to me. Got logs stocked up. Cool. You're working, doing good stuff. Awesome. Got a couple more of those to build. That'll be good. And that's hopefully going to keep our population topped up. You're getting that done. That's almost done. It's taking a bit of work to get it done, but you know. And I don't know how long this will stay full, because it's probably not going to be super deep. Actually, what we could do, we could be smart. Number 1, let's put that there. Yes. Number 2, because we're having to do a lot of strip mining, let's strip mine it out. Let's make it a better size as well. Need to strip mine anyway, so let's make use of the fact, or we need to strip mine anyway, let's make use of the fact that we need to strip mine and make it so that we can make this bigger. So we just need the scrap metal now, which they're getting. And yeah, we can then have a more permanent source of food. So that'll be good. Awesome. Alright, they're about to come, well, the water's about to come back. We've got a lot of bots that need something. But still got 4 bots and they're still well repaired, which is good. Just need to finish being built. Just have that go as full as we can. We've just run out of food. That's a thing. Other thing we need to be wary of is corrosion, so I'm going to delete that now. And what we'll do is we'll just strip mine the edges. So the bots will get corroded. I don't know if we're going to be able to pick it up. Can we get that? We can. Okay, cool. The bots will suffer from something called corrosion if they go into the bad water. So we need to be wary of that. But you know, we can do the edges at least. And we can always just drop a fishing line down there and it'll do something, you know? So yeah, that's that. We have got 8 spare, but we need more. So let's get serious with the strip mining. And I think what we'll do is, whilst we stock up a few more metal parts, let's put that on. We can now pause that. We probably want to look at expanding the population. I think the other thing that we want to do is cut through here. That no, so let's just put you there for now. You can go. You can go. Let's grab you. Put you there. Arc. Not all of those. Those, yep. So I think a few things we want to be starting to think about. One is going to be upgrading our water wheels. Plastic paint and more. Yeah. Already forgotten. Was it 20? Okay. Can we put in, because these are not, they're 4, okay. Thinking about putting another network tower in somewhere. I put it in over here. Robot buildings. Put it there. Just think that could be useful. I've got 200 science, so the question is, do we go medium brain? We need to stockpile a load of nano machines for that. Let's start the process. It's like 250. Have we got storage for that many? Yep. Okay. Hungry beavers should start getting food through, so that should be okay. And through the next drought, we should be able to fish for part of it, which will be good. What have we got sitting? Ice blocks. All right, let's build some more ice blocks and then we can always recover them. you guys fishing. Pause one of the builder flags so we get a bot in fishing as well. There we go. Alright. Probably don't need 4 over here. Particularly as we've got quite a lot of resources stocked up now. So let's deprioritize those. You're already deprioritized. The plan to get to the chem lab is taking a while, it would seem. Partly because I'm making the wrong things. But you know, that's not all of it. Alright. Doing on explosives. So I've got 70 explosives, that's okay. I think we needed 30 to be able to make the chem lab if we had none of the resources we needed. So okay, folks, we'll be okay. How's our power grid looking? We could do with more power. So I kind of feel like we should, if we can get up to 200 science. So let's pause you for a moment. Down to 38 nanomachines. Pause you for a moment. Oh. Probably not. Let's just get you upping our power output. Come on. Bueller. Come on. It's not quite positive. Let's temporarily do that, and I can pause that. And we can get this to go up, maybe. Is the demand so darn high? They don't use that much power. Use a lot of power? Oh, you do? Okay. Fair enough. You use science as well? No. Come on. Creep back up. Creep back up. I'd rather not build another crappy one. I'd rather build the bigger ones, the medium ones. The big ones make up way more power, but the other ones are at least a step up. So, come on. Come on. Gosh. Do we wait for a drought to build them is the question. What resources do I need? I need some plastic paints, so got all the stuff to make the plastic paints, and if I delete you I'll get 3 back, so that'll give me 6. I just need a few more. Might as well be running now. We could do with another brain almost. But I think if I get the power up, that'll resolve the issue. Now we have too much power. Could really do with the automation stuff being available. As soon as this kicks in, This needs to work. Cool. Right, so we've got 10 now, so you can probably be paused. Let's delete you. Power. You in. You're going to be a priority. We need 6 carbon fibers. We don't have 6 carbon fibers. So let's get carbon fibers being made. They can make a carbon fiber nice and quickly. This will produce quite a bit more power, so it should resolve our power challenge. Yeah. That's better. Yeah. So we have 7, we needed 20. We have no metal parts left, so more strip mining. So full on the copper stuff, so let's make some more copper wire, or copper pipes, not copper wire. Let's also work on the stuff we need to make the next next water wheel. We've got those, so now let's make the plastic panes. Got soup, we've got food, that's good. That's all in, so let's delete all of that. Kind of tempted to put that in, put in a few more crappy tents and up our population. So that gives us 22, yeah. Cool. So we've just got lots more to do. It doesn't feel like we've made much progress, but I guess we are, you know. Let's just store those. Let's 17 plastic panes, so we can pause you. We'll have lots of spare copper, so we're going to have to wait on that. Next set of supports. Okay. More strip mining. Some. That done. Bosh. Still got logs to spare. We do need to start thinking about a forest soon. Let's put in some more bug tents. I don't have Timprove installed, so we have to so I'm having to manually prioritize picking stuff up. Oh, we're full on gold nuggets, okay. So what we want to do is put in. No, we just want to be processing nano machines. That will make space for us. Can I get that to a reachable place? Yes. Right, we've made some space for copper. Process some more metal parts. You can see what I mean about how slow nano machines are. So it's a day per 10. So we've got the logs, we've got the copper, we've got the ice. We haven't quite got the nano machines either yet. So we will keep going until we are at the point we can make this. That's gold nuggets. Let's put in another medium pile here for gold nuggets, I guess. Or strip mining. So we've got that. We just need a few more nano machines. Awesome. And we have a drought approaching. Less awesome. And currently on no science. Equally less awesome. We definitely want to be getting the medium brain in. I'm kind of wondering if we go for a fourth small brain. We need even more power as well. So during the drought, we definitely need to be building the next power wheel. To meet the power demand. That would be good. We've got food, we've got fluid. Science. Or almost done. I just wonder if we build another nano machine printer at some point. Yeah, doing that. We're struggling for power, not at that point. Really need a gravity battery as well to smooth out the power demand. Anyway, that's finished. That's almost stocked. Probably need to let that run for another cycle. But the drought's about to start. The nanomachine printer is almost done, so I think we can put in the AutoChem lab. And my thought was if we put it this way, it'll power connect here, and we can just put in some platforms here, and a path here. And we don't need anything too convoluted then to connect it in. What we want to do to keep our food supply up is grab one of these guys. I don't know if these are whether actually we want to use the deep ones. Don't know how deep these go. doesn't, I don't think it says. So we'll use a deep fishing flag. Let's use 2. It's only a 4-day drought. But we might as well try and keep the stocks of coffee. Might as well try and keep the stocks of food up. But what I want to do with these ones is edit equal drought save script Control C Control V save and equals discard, close, save and close. There we go. So these ones will only turn on during a drought. And we also want them to be built. That would be useful. And then pause you. Unpause you. And throw 4 beavers at it. And I think the next couple of things we want to look at are another brain, because we're struggling with science quite seriously. I genuinely think it's worth us just throwing in a gravity battery anywhere, just because of how we're struggling to maintain a smooth power supply. So I kind of think all we do is we just strip mine out under here. And we're going to need more science, which is a problem, but, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. I think maybe the next target is actually another small machine brain, which is only 25 nano machines. But that is a job for next time, folks. A job for next time. Full on everything. Okay, so just throw in some of those and some of those. That dried out already. Oh no, they cast out further. Okay. Well, that's annoying. I wonder if, do the small ones, how deep do the small ones go? Flag. You appear to cast out further as well. Okay, so my plan didn't work. But what we can do is maybe put you there. Rip my nose out. We will do that next time, folks, because I think we've been going for long enough. So next time is 2 things: readdressing science and starting to look at trees, because we are out. We are running low on trees to cut down. So we'll look at that mechanic, because I've not shown it to you yet. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members, and I will see you all next time.